you said somewhere that you wanted to explore more about addiction.
Yeah.
Within your paintings.
Yeah.
Right? Was that the drugs that you were talking about before?
Yeah.
Or alcohol?
Yeah.
What drugs was it?
Drugs. So like, at first it was just marijuana, then like ecstasy and speed. And then eventually what happened was I was in jail and I ended up in the STG, which is the security threat group inside the prison. So they house the worst 10 inmates there in the whole system. So they put me in there at Lithgow, which is it's a double maximum jail inside a maximum jail.
Really?
Yeah, like you can't see anything. You can't see out. Like you look out your window, it's a brick wall.
Oh shit!
You don't have a TV. You don't have a radio. I didn't have a book.
So no rehabilitation in that.
Yeah, there's nothing. They take your socks, your undies, all your toiletries. Like you have to use jail soap, jail undies, jail socks. You get nothing. You're allowed out in your backyard. You can't mix with anyone.
So you were put there for a time or
13 months.
Oh.
Yeah, so for 13 months I had no television, everything was just in my head. I'd wake up at 6 in the morning and I'd purposely lift my bed up so I wouldn't lay down in the day because otherwise I knew I wouldn't sleep at night. So I'd get up and I'd just walk up and down all day. Like I remember it was 6.5 steps and I could turn. I could do it with my eyes shut. Just 6.5 steps and back. And I must have walked 20, 30, 40 Ks a day. Like I didn't stop walking. Just trying to tire myself. And
so you could sleep.
Yeah. And because you only get the jail food, you only get these minimum bits of food, I'd break my meals in half so that every 2 hours I could have half a sandwich or something. And I'd break my workouts up so I wouldn't burn myself out. So I'd do maybe a couple of chin-ups on the bars out the back, and then later on I'd tie my towel to the bed and do some curls or something because the bed lifted. Yeah, but with that, yeah, it was. I had a friend there, which was a magpie. This magpie used to come to me every day. Like I knew when dinner was, it knew when breakfast was, and I'd save it the little bits out of my dinner, like the bits of fat and cheese and nuts that it liked. And eventually it'd walk into my cell when my back door was open. Yeah, I could do laps and it'd walk in, I'd put some peanuts on the ground and it'd crack them with its beak, and that was my friend there.
Did you lose anyone close to you when you were young?
I've actually never. I've never been to a funeral.
Right.
Yeah, it's
only because when you said that, I had on a guy who was very high up in football. Yeah. And a very spiritual guy. And he was an Indigenous guy. And in our time, his name was Phil Narkle. He was a great football player. He said that at his most troubled times, his ancestors would come to him through animal totems and help him.
Yeah.
And the minute you said that, I'm thinking that it's obviously a guide that has come for you.
Yeah.
Because here you are talking about it. Some people just instinctively go, it's an animal.
Look,
that we became friends.
Yeah.
But I think that magpie was sent for you.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting that you said that?
It's crazy because that jail Lithgow, like when you're in the normal wing, is all you see are cockatoos and you can see the mountains and all that. You go into there and it's like a dead zone. Like you never see a magpie out in the normal jail, but as soon as you go in there, you see crows, magpies, they'll come down. And you hear the cockatoos outside beyond this, 3-story brick fence that's all you can see. You can hear people out there running around in the yard and yelling out to each other and that. But for 13 months, that's all I heard.
How did you get through that, mate?
I don't know. I just went into my head. But the funny thing was that if you behave yourself for 6 months, you can get a television.
It's like that little reward.
Yeah, but if you swear at them, they'll take it back. So I refused to do their program. I said, I'm not doing it.